When your paycheck hits the bank, do you go from joyful to anxious? Is your bank account balance low or at zero by the end of the month? Don't worry, you are not alone. There are so many people who experience this every single month. Today, I'm going to share with you the solution that can help you decrease your stress level. It is called creating a budget. Hello everyone, it's your financial coach Donna. Today we are going to talk about how to create a budget. First, let's define the word budget. According to dictionary.com, a budget is defined as an estimate, often itemized, of expected income and expenses for a given period in the future. In other words, it is an estimated effective way to keep track of the money going in and out of your bank account. Most importantly, it will help you to determine if you can handle your day-to-day expenses and save money for your retirement, vacation, and your kids' college education. You just have to figure out the best way to track your finances for you and your family. What works for your friend may not work for you. Today, I'm going to provide 4 steps on how to create a budget. The first step is to determine your income. How much money do you take home after taxes each month? Your income should include your paycheck, alimony, child support, rental income, and side gigs, to name a few. If your income varies from month to month, just use the average amount. Now that you know your income, let's see where your money is going. The second step is to calculate your expenses. This is going to be a real eye-opener. You may be shocked to see how much money you spend on certain items. Be honest and record every single penny you spend. You can use a pen and paper, an app, a spreadsheet, or your smartphone to record your daily spending. Make a list of all of your expenses, fixed and variable, such as rent or mortgage, car payments, utilities, cell phone, daycare, groceries, gas, entertainment, and credit card payments, to name a few. Also, do not forget those expenses that only come once or a certain time of year, such as auto registrations, gift for the holidays, school tuition, quarterly taxes, and travel. For these expenses, take the total amount or cost and divide it by 12. Now put that amount in a separate savings account each month, so when it's time to pay that bill, you will have the cash on hand to pay them. Creating this list will give you a realistic picture of your monthly spending. Now that you know your income and total expenses, the third step is to calculate the difference and set goals. If your expenses are greater than your income, you must make more money or spend less. First, look at your budget. See where you can cut back. With your fixed expenses such as car, rent, payment, it is unlikely you can cut back on these. But knowing how much of your income is being used to pay these bills can be very helpful. On the other hand, with your variable expenses, you may find opportunities to cut back on these, such as eating out less, changing your cell phone plan, or canceling those music and or magazine subscriptions. If that does not help, you may want to consider a side gig or a part-time job if possible. If you have money left over, that is awesome. Now you can set your short-term goals, which takes no longer than a year to achieve, and your long-term goals, which can take many years to achieve. These goals may include, but not limited to, paying off debt, saving for a summer vacation, retirement, and funding your child's college education. Your short-term goal may be to reduce or pay off a credit card debt. Keep in mind, paying off debt will give you the financial freedom to do the things that are important to you, like fund your child's education, take that dream vacation, and retire comfortably one day. Also, recall, paying off debt can increase your net worth, which we talked about in a previous video. If you do not have any debt, that is remarkable. Now you can start working towards your savings and long-term goals. The most common savings goal is $1,000 in your savings account and then build that into a 3-month emergency fund. A 3-month emergency fund is 3 months of your monthly expenses in your savings account. You can also decide on a percentage of your income to save each month, such as 5%, 10%, or 15%. This is totally up to you. Also, you may want to open a retirement fund and start making monthly contributions and or match your company's contribution to your 401k. Lastly, you may have a desire to help fund your child's college education. Remember, these are goals and you can make changes. However, I strongly recommend prioritizing your goals. Now that you have set your goals, the fourth step is to keep checking in and making it a habit. Review your budget every week or every other week to make sure you are on track with your spending and sticking with your financial goals. Also, make adjustments as needed. Your life will change over time, and so should your budget. Always remember that your budget is flexible. I do not want you to ever feel like you're depriving yourself. Find that balance that will allow you to afford your lifestyle while saving for your future. Here is a sample budget that will help you get started. You will start with your total income at the top. Then you will list your expenses and key in the total amount for each one. Now you must calculate your bottom line, which is your income minus your expenses. Remember, you can use pen and paper, your smartphone, or app. Just make sure to create a budget that fits you and your family. Also, here are some categories to help you create your budget. Every family does not have the same expenses. Get started today. You can do it. Next week, I will post a video on ways to pay off debt. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Click like and subscribe below. Have a wonderful day.